Curious about what Waikiki looks like right now? As part of our Waikiki Now series, we're showing you what Waikiki looks like right now. For more Hawaii videos, make sure you're subscribed and click that notification bell so you're alerted every time we post a new video. Aloha, I'm Mariam and this is Yes to Hawaii. We make Hawaii videos, take the guesswork out of planning your trip. As always, I'll leave timestamps in the description box below, so feel free to skip around the video for the parts that you came here for. It's that time again, mid-October, and another video for our Waikiki Now series where we take you into Waikiki to show you what it looks like right now. This video is currently filmed on Tuesday, October 17th at around 5 p.m. October is the beginning of our winter season, so what that means is it's going to get progressively more and more rainy. This entire video is a walk through down Kalakaua Avenue ending at sunset, and it is absolutely gorgeous. However, in full transparency, shortly after I filmed sunset, maybe about 10 minutes later, it started dumping rain. Luckily, I was able to toss my GoPro in my bag, but again, to set the right expectation, October, November, December, January typically rains a lot more than the summer months. Summer months would be June, July, August. Now, another good thing though of coming here in October, it's not as crowded as it normally is during the summertime. Over here on the left-hand side is some construction, and then just behind that construction is the Ritz-Carlton Hotel. It's a hotel as well as residences, and we recently did a hotel walkthrough of that property, which we'll be showing later on this month. If you're tuned in and you're looking at what hotels to stay at, on Sunday, I'll be posting a video of 7 affordable Waikiki hotels. So typically, our entire hotel series that we've been posting typically will show the hotels that are oceanfront. So for example, the Hilton Hawaiian Village, the Outrigger Reef, the Outrigger Waikiki, and a few other properties, like for example, the Moana Surfrider as well. However, we've been getting some requests for other properties. So now that we've completed all the oceanfront properties, we have started doing other properties. So this main street to my left-hand side is Kalakaua Avenue, and over to the right where I'm turning over there is Saratoga Road. So again, we're at the intersection of Kalakaua Avenue and Saratoga Road. Over here on the left-hand side, this curvy building, that is the Ritz-Carlton. So again, if you aren't subscribed already, definitely hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you know when these new videos come out. Again, Sunday, we're doing 7 affordable Waikiki hotels, and then other days throughout of October, we'll be posting more hotel videos. Now, in general, Kalakaua Avenue is the main drag, and that's where the oceanfront hotels are. It's also more expensive in terms of room rates compared to hotels that are on Kuhio Avenue, which is one street towards the mountains. Now, on Kuhio Avenue, because it's farther away from the ocean, not by much, only about a block or so, because of that, room rates are typically cheaper, and that's where you'll find the more budget-friendly accommodations such as the Holiday Inn Express, the Hawaiian Monarch, which is a combination of a hotel and quite a few Airbnbs too. So again, this main drag is Kalakaua Avenue. Once you get right about here, this is where a lot of the shopping and dining will be. So as you can see on the right hand side, some smaller shops and vendors, and then we're getting closer to the main central area of Waikiki. On my right hand side over here is one of the other hotels. I believe it's Polynesian Plaza, so it's a smaller property. And then, oh, there's a dog just over there. I don't know if you guys saw that. Coming up ahead here, that blue and pink glass building on the right hand side, that is the Bank of Hawaii building. So if you're traveling internationally and you wanted to get some American dollars, some US dollars, if you were, for example, traveling from Australia or from New Zealand, that's a really great place if you wanted to go and check out the rates. In addition to that, not only does it house the Bank of Hawaii, in addition to that, there's also the Long's Drug and Pharmacy. Long's is a great option because it's one of the few places in Waikiki that's open 24/7. Oh, on the right hand side over here is the Hard Rock Cafe. So again, back to the Long's. And of course, as you can see, we've got some phone booths. I have no idea when the last time those were ever used. So anyway, back to the Bank of Hawaii building. Here on the right hand side, this blue glass building over here. The Long's is great for sundries, if you have any medications that you need, over-the-counter medications, sunscreen, sundries. But what's nice is it's open 24/7. So if you're a family traveling with kiddos, one of them is under the weather, and the ABC stores, which are those stores that you'll see on almost every single block, that is a combination of like a 7-Eleven, a Target, a Walmart, a mix of everything from over-the-counter medication, toiletries, souvenirs, clothing, long as it's open 24/7. Whereas the ABC stores typically will close around 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. This I haven't tried yet, but I will be trying soon. This is the Aloha Beer Company Beer Garden. They have some local craft beers. I'm checking out the menu here in this video. So burgers, wings, flatbreads, and they have a really good happy hour. So I will definitely check that out, and then I will post a video on that. That way you guys can see what that looks like and if it's actually really tasty. It looks pretty good. I am curious, so I'll definitely make sure to check that out and keep you guys posted. This upcoming intersection that you see here is the intersection of Kalakaua Avenue. So again, Kalakaua is the road that's on my left-hand side, and this upcoming intersection here is Kalakaua Avenue and Lure Street. So Lure Street, if you were to go to the right, that's the Waikiki Beach Walk area where you'll have a lot of shopping and dining. So Waikiki Beach Walk is a shopping area, not to be confused with Beach Walk Avenue, which is one street to the right-hand side of where I'm pointing right now. On the left over here, I'm crossing diagonally. So here's some other luxury stores. There's a Louis Vuitton on my left-hand side. So we get intersection of Kalakaua Avenue and Lure Street. We're going to walk a little bit further down, still going the same direction as traffic. Again, we're walking all the way to the beach and showing you guys sunset. Throughout the Waikiki area, there's these Explore Waikiki maps that mark shopping, hotels, historic points of interest, all throughout Waikiki. So if you're walking around and you don't have a map handy and you want to kind of see where you're at, check out those maps. They're on, I'd say, every few blocks. On the left-hand side over here is the DFS Galleria. So DFS stands for Duty Free Shops. What's really nice about this was closed for a couple years over COVID, and they have recently reopened. So again, duty free shops, especially if you're an international guest and you're looking to shop without paying the duty free, or excuse me, if you're looking to not have to pay the taxes to get your items duty free, this is a good place to shop. Lots of luxury goods here as well. Again, DFS Galleria is now open. We're continuing on our walk down Kalakaua Avenue. Now, Kalakaua Avenue is on my right-hand side. It's the one-way road. The intersection coming up ahead is the intersection of Kalakaua Avenue and Royal Hawaiian Avenue. So a few other points of interest. Again, looking to the right-hand side, that is the Royal Hawaiian Avenue. So if you were to go straight down that street, you'll see the Sheraton Waikiki. You'll also see the Royal Hawaiian Hotel, which is the Pink Hotel. And then directly in front of me is the Victoria's Secret and Sephora on the ground level. And then what I'm pointing to right there is the Buho's restaurant, as well as Tanaka of Tokyo. So this is a really good place, I would say, to go to for Taco Tuesday. Recently went there with some friends. The tacos were pretty good, I'd say. They also have other items that we could go to, quesadillas and so forth. It does become a little bit of a nightclub once the sun goes down, so if you're looking for a quiet evening, that might not be the place for Taco Tuesday. If you want a bit more of a livelier evening, that might be the place for you. On the left-hand side over here is the Victoria's Secret, and then just past that is the elevator for the entrance for Tanaka of Tokyo and Buho, which I just mentioned earlier, over here on the left-hand side. Tanaka of Tokyo is pretty good too. If you haven't had that before, that's the teppanyaki style where they will cook in front of you. Really delicious. On the left-hand side, this striped building over here is the Sephora makeup store. Again, I'm pointing out these specific stores not because I am telling you that you should shop at these specific stores, but sometimes it can be a bit confusing if it's your first time to Waikiki and you don't know all the street names, but you do remember specific points of interest or waypoints. So for example, Sephora, you know where that is. It's easier to find other shops in the area or other dining in the area. The area I just walked by is called Stick. So they have really, really good ramen. If you want to try ramen, it's on the ground level, the basement level. The intersection here coming up is the intersection of Kalakaua Avenue and Seaside Avenue. If you watched our previous video for the Block Festival, this is where the Block Festivals will typically start. Again, intersection of Kalakaua Avenue and Seaside Avenue. Directly diagonal for me is the Royal Hawaiian Shopping Center. not to be confused with the Royal Hawaiian Hotel. So the Royal Hawaiian Hotel is the neon pink hotel, and the Royal Hawaiian Shopping Center is a great place if you want to go, grab a bite to eat. They've got grab and go options like a food court. They've also got full sit down dining options. They've also got luxury options, a little bit of everything. On the left hand side over here is the Waikiki Business Plaza, Waikiki Shopping Plaza, and the store that I just pointed out is the H&M clothing store. If you take a left right about here, the Waikiki Business Plaza, if you take a left right about here, there's a restaurant there called Sky Waikiki, pretty tasty, really, really gorgeous views, good cocktails and mocktails. I'm pointing out a couple other stores. There's a Lulu store here on the left-hand side. Again, more so to help you get your bearings around what's in Waikiki as opposed to telling you which stores you should shop at. Again, this entire strip all the way down is Kalakaua Avenue. So on the right-hand side over here, you can see a Fendi store. There's also an Apple store. Those two stores all on that right-hand side are part of the Royal Hawaiian Shopping Center. On the left, a few other stores. There's a Rip Curl, a Foot Locker. On the second floor up there that I'm pointing to, it's the California Pizza Kitchen. If you were to take a left right about here, that is Duke's Lane. So Duke's Lane has a lot of small kiosks that you can buy inexpensive souvenirs, t-shirts, and so forth. It's the remnants of the old International Marketplace. If you were here back in the day, the International Marketplace had a lot of those smaller kiosks where you could buy and bargain for t-shirts, souvenirs, keychains, and so forth. So that has been completely redone, I want to say quite a few years ago, but now Duke's Lane is where, if you're looking for that style of shopping, that's where you could go. So on my left-hand side over here is the Waikiki Beachcomber by Outrigger. This spot over here, really good cafe. They also have live music certain evenings. And then on my left-hand side over here is the Macy's department store. On my right-hand side is the Cheesecake Factory, and just directly ahead of me is the Outrigger Waikiki Beach Resort. So the Outrigger Waikiki Beach Resort, we have done a walk through that property if you want to check that out, and again, just across from the Macy's, or diagonal from the Macy's. Now, Outrigger Waikiki Beach Resort is located here, 2335 Kalakaua Avenue. It's not to be confused with the Outrigger Reef Waikiki Beach Resort, which is at 2169 Kalia Road. So two different properties. They are sister properties, but again, two different areas of Waikiki. On the left-hand side is Maui Brewing Company. Pretty good burgers. And then coming up ahead, you'll see the International Marketplace. So you've got a Rolex store, there's a Tesla store. They have a restaurant there called Shore Fryer, which is pretty good. Lots of shopping and dining. Again, on the left-hand side, coming up ahead, the International Marketplace. Now, for the Outrigger Waikiki Beach Resort, that is the hotel that the restaurant Duke's is in. So Duke's is a popular spot. Duke's is on the ground level. On the second floor or their upper lobby is a sister restaurant, which is Hula Grill. The Outrigger Reef, their other property, that's where they have a restaurant. They're called Kanikapila Grill, and they have live music by the pool every evening from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. You don't have to pay an admission or a cover to go. You would just go to their pool area, order from the restaurant, and then you can experience that live music from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Really great option. So coming up ahead on the right-hand side over here is the Moana Surfrider. So the Moana Surfrider is the first hotel in Waikiki, and we've done a walk through this, I believe it was December of last year, and we have just recently redone this year an updated walkthrough of this property. So stay tuned. If you were looking at staying at that property, you can check out our updated video. Directly in front of me, those tall buildings over there, is the Hyatt Regency Hotel. So the Hyatt Regency Hotel, again, not to be confused with the Hyatt Centric Hotel or the Hyatt Place Hotel. It can be a bit confusing because if you're coming from the airport and you tell your taxi driver, or if you plug into Uber or Lyft and you say that you want to go to the Hyatt, there are a few different Hyatts. So again, Hyatt Regency is the larger property. Hyatt Centric is going to be closer to the zoo. Hyatt Centric is going to be closer to the middle of Waikiki at Seaside Avenue, and Hyatt Place is going to be closer to the zoo. So those are smaller properties. Hyatt Place and Hyatt Centric are smaller, and Hyatt Regency is the larger property. On my left-hand side over here is the Sheraton Princess Kailani. So again, not to be confused with the Sheraton Waikiki. Again, another property. The Sheraton Waikiki is an oceanfront property. The Sheraton Princess is not an oceanfront property. But as you can see just from that panning of the camera, the Sheraton Princess is maybe a 5-minute walk, less than a 5-minute walk to the beach itself. This is another one of those maps that I had mentioned earlier, just to kind of see where we are, where we're walking. Again, they have these throughout Waikiki. I would definitely recommend checking them out if it's your first time in Waikiki and you just kind of want to see what else there is to do and see and shop and so forth. So this intersection right here coming up ahead, again, that Hyatt Regency is on my left-hand side. And there's also an Urban Outfitters on the ground level. At my 2 o'clock, that building is still the Moana Surfrider. There's a San Lorenzo bikini store. There's also a Lappert's, which is like a sundry store. They also have like some snacks and things like that, but they have Dole Whip. So if you are here for only a short time and you want to try Dole Whip, but you didn't want to go to the Dole Pineapple Plantation, you can actually get it in this store. I think they charge about $7 or $8, and again, it's called Lappert's. Ground level, just over here, kind of at my 2 o'clock. If you look, you can see where that fire hydrant is, the yellow fire hydrant. Just behind that fire hydrant is where the store is located. So we're going to keep walking this way. We're going to go diagonal. I'm going to cross back over here to the ocean. So walking up ahead here, again, Moana Surfrider is on my right-hand side. And then that's a bit of a closer look at that. Oh, I'm so sorry, not Lappert's, Lawson Station. I'm getting that confused with Lappert's, which is at the Hilton Village, one of my favorite ice cream stores actually. So excuse me, Lawson Station, not Lappert's, my mistake. Again, on the left-hand side over here, you'll see that Hyatt Regency property that I mentioned earlier. And then if we keep walking straight ahead, you'll see the Waikiki Police Station, this building on the right-hand side with the brown roof. So again, mentioning these places more so as waypoints, you can kind of see where we're walking at throughout Waikiki. We're still on Kalakaua Avenue, which is again the main street in Waikiki. So that's the street to my left-hand side. So police station on my right-hand side. Once you get past the police station, you'll be able to see the ocean, and it is gorgeous. So at the time of this filming, I want to say it's around 5:30, 6 o'clock at this point. Here's another one of those maps that I mentioned earlier in the video. And just here in a second, I'm going to show you the route that we're walking. So again, looking up at the map, that's where we are right now, where it says you are here. And then if you follow right about there, that's where we started walking. So that is the path we've taken, going up Kalakaua Avenue. And if you like videos like this, kind of giving you narrated walkthroughs, you can check out the rest of our Waikiki Now series, where we walk through different parts of Waikiki throughout the year, about once or twice a month, just showing you updates. You can see how crowded it is, or not crowded it is, points of interest, hotels, restaurants, things to do, just to kind of, again, get your bearings for Waikiki. So if you look right up ahead here, well, the sunset is gorgeous. It's coming up here. So I'm just going to cross right through the beach to show you guys the ocean and sunset. So it's still a little bit early. The sun hasn't fully set yet, but as you can see, all the people here on the beach are waiting for sunset. Oh, this video clip does not do it justice. It was definitely a lot more gorgeous in person, but definitely very, very crowded. Okay, we get a little bit closer. It doesn't look like the camera is fixing itself, so unfortunately we can't see it as well as if you were there in person. I'm gonna go ahead and head back to Kalakaua Avenue, walking ahead here, crossing through this beach area. And I'm going to end our walk at the Duke statue. So as you can see, lots of people are posted out here, ready and waiting for sunset, which happens, I'd say, in about another 15 minutes or so. But unfortunately, again, to set their expectations, shortly after sunset, although the weather looks absolutely gorgeous right now, it started dumping rain. And I did not film that because although my GoPro is waterproof, the mic and the external battery pack that I use for my GoPro is not waterproof. All right, we're gonna take a peek there. Nope, still not seeing the same as if you saw it in person. So again, right in front of me here is the Duke statue. The Duke statue is not to be confused with the Duke Waikiki restaurant. So two different things. Duke's Waikiki is a restaurant, and this is the Duke statue. The Duke statue is also a popular location if you're looking to get the Waikiki trolley line. On this one-page planner, you have everything that you need, where you can jot down your details for your hotel, rental car, tours and activities, things that you want to do, and a general itinerary.